Hey everyone, it's Lizzie from Lizzie's World of Gems. Welcome back to my channel. Just a chick in her little craft room coming to you. Let me see. As you can see, I'm using my very new tray that I got off of Etsy. Love, love, love it. Got my tray here. Got my other tray over here. And this one I just kind of threw like odds and ends on it. My putties. These are clips I've been using for this big painting. I'm doing Next to You from DiaPai. It's that crazy looking owls. I got this from my Temu, and I don't really have a pen right now to put it in, so I just have it here. I have the cards, I have my new putties that I have not broken open yet. But yeah, I just have all these ins and outs over there, and I have this one over here that I've been using. This poor turtle has fallen off my desk I don't know how many times, and I think it would break, but it's stone, right? So maybe that's why it doesn't break. It hasn't chipped, but he has tumbled off my desk quite a few times. This is my rose court turtle that I got from Captured by Radiance. I just love this guy. He is like super, super cute. And I always keep him on my desk, but he seems to be tumbling lots, but he seems to survive every time he tumbles off. This painting has a lot of color blocking. You can see a lot of gapping, which, you know, drives me nuts. And I feel like I go cricket. I texted Susan, I'm like, Susan, why does it feel like I go cricket and I watch these videos and some people just put on their drill so perfectly straight, and I feel like I am the cricketest person in the world. But I try to straighten it with my straightener. I have a straightener on this one, but even with these gappings, I just can't, I don't know, get them. I need a perfect line on the edge. If I don't have a perfect line on the edge, I'll go ballistic. Like, I don't care what's happening in between the painting as long as my edges are straight. And then Clem kind of criticized me. This is what makes me think of it, because he worked on, I think it was the flower painting. He wanted to go somewhere, and I said, well, I just have this one symbol left. And he's like, well, I'll do this symbol while you get ready. And he's like, you're going pretty cricket. I'm like, have you seen this painting? Is a shit show. Like, don't criticize me on this painting. But in the end, as you can see, it turned out beautiful. And he only did that one little letter towards the end. So he actually like totally completed it for me, because it was the last symbol I needed to complete that section. And I didn't want to leave the house until I got it done, because that was my goal, to get it done so I could do a post review. So he did help me. He did put a couple of gems on that one. So yeah, when you color, I feel like when I use my multi-placer, and like he does a multi-place, so maybe that's why he thinks that. He won't multi-place as much as I try to get him to multi-place. He won't. He'll just do one drill at a time. So what's been going on in my crazy life? As you can see, I got a video up for every single day this week. Well, that's the first. It probably won't be an everyday thing, but it just happened that I got 2 things to unbox. I did my specials, and it wasn't really very much of a whip and chat, so I thought today I'd give you a whip and chat. It's Friday. I'm filming this on the actual Friday. It is super early in the morning, because you know I like to wake up at the crack of dawn. My bird is already starting to sing. Like, it never fails. When I turn on this camera, the bird thinks it's time to sing the opera. But Marlo was lying on this little bench I have near the bird, which is going to change because my sister Helen's moving and she's giving me her living room set down in her basement, which is an older set, but it's better than what I got, even though I have a modern sectional here. But spills and everything that Luna has made on it, it's not my couch. So if I get it from Helen, it'll be my couch and I'll feel better, and I'm getting a new coffee table. So when I get that coffee table, I'll do a post review of this painting because it's too long for my desk. So I will put it on the coffee table. Speaking of which, I haven't seen that coffee table. I don't know where she has it. I said I wanted the square one, and when I went into that room the other day, because I was helping her clean up, pack some stuff in them. My sister has a house and has a granny flat, so there's actually like a little apartment downstairs, which was probably the best feature of her selling it, because you know, people can buy it, live upstairs, and rent out the basement to help pay your mortgage. Like, total score of a house to buy. And she had, it seemed to be the kitchen cupboards downstairs were just to hold all her junk, really. So me and Alyssa went through it, and then the next time me and Clem went through it with her to help her, and she still had stuff. She's like, come look at these boxes from my house on Lemoore, the desk from Lemoore. I'm like, oh my gosh, you still have boxes of stuff from your desk from Lemoore? Like, don't you think it's time to get rid of it? Because that's where she used to live before she bought this house. And I'm like, are you flipping kidding me, Helen? And then I found, oh my gosh, oh, do I have it near me? I found something of mine from high school. Oh, what did I do with it? Oh, I don't know what I did with it. Let me look quickly. Did I throw it up here? No. Oh, I don't know what I did with it. I must have put it in a drawer or something. Oh, I don't know what I did with it. What did you do with it, Liz? I had it just the other day. I was showing Alyssa. Well, anyways, it was like a kind of like a program from high school when I was on the Principal Honors Award for grade 9. That was the only time I actually got. It's when you have over 80% average in both semesters. And I only managed to get over 80% average in both semesters in grade 9. Grade 10 and 11 and 12, close, but no cigar. I think my average ended up being in the 70s those times, which was kind of a bummer, but you know, it is what it is. At least I can say I got it once. My friend Diane got it every year because she's like no-brainer smart. She's like super smart. She was my best friend in high school. She ended up marrying my brother-in-law. I always say to her, you marry the good brother. I married the poopy one. But yeah, they met at my wedding. Kind of neat, kind of cool. And then after that, they were together ever since. They fell in love at my wedding. At least something good happened at my wedding. I always say that. At least something good happened. Because it wasn't my marriage. Just saying. I ended up having 2 beautiful children that drive me absolutely bonkers now. But good times, good times. So yeah, so that brought me back memory lane a little bit because me and her were both on the list. I didn't check to see who else was on the list, but we were on the list. The good old days. It was 1989. Can you imagine? 1989, going into the 90s. Yeah, that's when that was when I was in grade 9. I graduated in 92, got married in 92. Yeah, I should have just I should have just gave up on him, went to college. And maybe my life would have been totally different now, so I don't know. I wouldn't have had the kids that I have, so I'm kind of okay with the way it went. Even though now I wish I had finished my college and had a better job and not work factory work. So tired of factory work. Speaking of factory work, so yesterday was recognition day at work. And I had to work we worked until 12 o'clock. And then we shut down. We did a whole clean. We cleaned every single machine. We didn't do a big clean, but we did a washout on all 3 lines. And I was mad because when I came in, I realized when he read the list of what we're doing, I'm like, damn it, I'm gonna have 2 washouts. This sucks. So I did my first washout before first break and did all that. And then I went for break, came back. We're having robot issues because the person that usually runs the robot on that rotation called in. So they had somebody that doesn't usually work on the robot, working the robot, and everything and anything was going wrong for this person. This person was getting frustrated. And we're like, just chill out. Don't worry about it, I'm not concerned. This is a short day for us, whatever. And we only ended up doing I think Lindsay said we did 50 cases. I'm not 100% sure because I wasn't really paying attention, but I know we didn't do much. And I'm like, well, this was a waste of space. We should have just washed it and left it washed and said screw the rest of the day. But it is what it is, so I had to go back and wash again. But it was the fastest washout I did because the machine wasn't that dirty, because obviously we just cleaned it. There wasn't enough time for, frost and snow to build up and slush to build up on the machine. So it was a lot faster to do the washout. And then I started helping the other lines clean to try to so we could get out of there. Because as soon as we washed everything, the faster we could leave. And by the time I've noticed the time sounds like it's already 2 o'clock. So I was over helping on 6, doing their washout around 2 o'clock. And this girl told me it was 2, and I'm like, oh, okay. Because we had to have all the cars out of the parking lot by 3 because they were setting up recognition day in the backyard, in the parking lot, in the packaging parking lot. So we had to have our cars out because they had a bouncy castle and they had a few blow-up games. One was a basketball game, one was an archery game, and the other one I think was a soccer. You kick the soccer ball on the bullseye. I don't know. I wasn't playing any of the games, but you could bring your kids, and I was really excited hoping Luna could come. But Sarah had to work afternoons, so Luna went to her dad's, and I was kind of bummed out because I thought she'd really have a good time, and I had booked them down, but they didn't come. Good thing because, you know, and I booked Alyssa too, but Alyssa didn't want to go because she thought one of her her ex-friends from high school were going to be there, and they had a falling out the last year of high school, and her mom works with me. So Alyssa's like, oh, she's there, I will like shoot myself. And I'm like, I don't think she'll come because it's her day off, and I don't think they would come to it. And she's not up for an award, so I don't think she'll come to it. And sure enough, she didn't. Like, Alyssa could have came with ease, but she wouldn't have liked it because the lineup for the food truck was super, super long, and she would have lost her poop. For sure, for sure. A lot of Jamaicans this year that I've never seen, like a lot of new faces. My apple time didn't come back. I miss apple time. He didn't come, and I don't know why he doesn't come back because I don't think you have to be vaccinated to come back unless it's an rule with the company. I don't know, but I was sad that I did not see apple time. But Clem was saying there's like 50 offshores. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's a lot. But a lot of them I did not. Some of them I recognize their faces, and obviously not all of them were there because, you know, they don't have to come either if they don't want to. And there was a lot of them there still to boot. And then we stood in line and waited. When we left, people were still waiting in line to get food, and it was already at the time where it was supposed to end. So obviously it probably ran longer than what it said. So, like, I'm sure they should have just wrote off the night shift, but I bet you they didn't. I don't know. We left at 7. Clem was supposed to go back till 10, but he didn't want to. So, I don't know. He has to go to work tonight. So, my day today is pretty much stay at home, and I'm going to diamond paint all day. Do a little bit of house chores. But other than that, I'm just going to sit in here, watch something. I watched all of Justify on Prime, all 6 seasons. That took me quite a while to get through. And now I'm sad because it's over and I have nothing to watch because I'm running out of shows to watch. So I don't know. I haven't checked Netflix in a while. I don't know if there's anything new out on there. I just started watching, like I was watching on Discovery, like, Paula, I think it's Paula Zan or something. It's her, true crime, kind of like a Dateline, but Discovery ID's version of it. So I was watching that last night because I had nothing else to watch. Oh, I did watch Bachelor in Paradise, but I think I'm caught up to that because it's Canadian Bachelor in Paradise. So I think I'm caught up on that. And I did watch one episode of America's Got Talent that was on the actual TV the other night, but I missed the first one, so maybe, I don't know if Prime has that show. I don't know what streaming would have that one, because I actually watched it on TV, because I do pay for basic cable and a little bit extra. The little bit extra meaning the kids channels for Luna, and I refused to buy it, and then all of a sudden it was free for a while, and she really likes Treehouse, and I could not deny my little girl of Treehouse, so I got her Treehouse, which is a Canadian broadcasting system for kids, and I think it comes with Nickelodeon. And I saw Disney, but I'm pretty sure I didn't pick the Disney package, but maybe it's on free right now. I don't know. But needless to say, she loves her Treehouse. So if it keeps her happy, why not? So what else is new? I did order a painting, but it's from one of these companies that like take 20,000 years to ship. So, because it comes directly from China, it is a premium company. You guys will just have to wait and see who I bought from. I did not buy from Mary's Diamonds because, for the simple fact is, there's only one painting I kind of liked from her releases, but I kind of want to wait to see what they come out with in the second batch of releases. And then I will see if there's anything that intrigues me. Because I do want to get a Mary's Diamond. I actually have 2 old Mary's Diamonds that I've never actually completed. So if I get one now, I will complete it. But I was going to start that one. No, I was going to do... I forget what my choices were. I wanted Piggy in the tub, but do you think I can find that painting? It like walked out of this house. Someone stole it or something. I don't flippin' know, because I cannot find that painting for the life of me. And I've looked everywhere. And it saddens me because I really wanted to do that painting. So it was one, like, I had to buy it, and I bought it, and I had to buy it, and then now I can't find it. So it kind of makes me sad. And then, like, someone's like, well, did you do it and you forgot? I'm like, I think I would remember if I diamond painted. Like, I think I remember every single diamond painting I diamond painted, honestly. And no, I think I would remember if I did it. I did not do it. I did not start it. I did not do anything like that. So, yeah, kind of bummed out about that. And also missing the geisha girl. It disappeared too. So I feel like wherever I find the geisha girl, I'm gonna find Piggy in the tub, but I cannot find it anywhere, which saddens me to no end. Yeah, so that is the story about that painting. And then when I looked on DAC's website, it says that it was a round, and I'm kind of like sad. I thought for sure it would have been a square. Because you know how much I like squares. A whole lot of people always say they like rounds. You don't see too many people say they like squares, but I love squares. What is your like? Do you like round or do you like square? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd really like to know what everybody's preference is. And mine is square. I love these squares, but I will do rounds. I'm not biased. I will do both. But I prefer. There was one point there I was doing all rounds, and it was like, oh, I just need a square in my life. Now I'm doing all squares again because the majority of my paintings, like if I could choose, they are square. And that's just the way I prefer. At first I thought, oh, it's because you can really tell a company's good if you buy their squares. But sometimes you just can't do. And I really wanted to do square from Dreamers, but I did round. I do have a square in my stash though, but it's one that I don't feel like doing anytime soon. And I think the other one I have is round as well. I liked it when they were just square. Because then you can make my decisions up so much better, but now they have both. Go figure. I wish those big companies would offer both round and square. It's kind of a bummer and a letdown that they don't. But it is what it is. You can't market for everybody, Liz. But yeah, diamond paintings have gotten so expensive in the last couple of years. It's to the point where I can't buy like I used to. And it doesn't help that everything is in American dollars, and the exchange rate right now is not very good. I remember at one time in our lives it was at par. Yeah, I don't think we'll ever see that ever again, honestly. So that's a dream that will never become a reality. So yeah, I'm getting so close to the end of this painting is ridiculous. And I feel like I just want to work on this all weekend, but I am going to stop to do a special because I want to have a special for next week. So at some point I will stop this and film a special. I already know what I'm going to do for my special this week. It's going to be short and sweet and to the point. Yeah, so I'm super excited to get the furniture, but I don't get it until the day she moves. But then I can redo my living room and maybe even actually watch some TV out there once in a while. I have it. I've been basically in here. And Luna's pretty much had free reign of the living room. But I want to change that. The living room is in such an awkward spot because my daughter took over my old living room because it's in the middle of the house and everybody walks through to go to the washroom. So it is in a very odd spot. It's where my mom used to have the living room, but that was my mom. She never used the other rooms. But I would really hope someday I can go back to my old living room, because that is where I feel happy. And right now it's being occupied. But it is what it is when you live in a small house. Like, the cost of living is so high, nobody can afford to live. It's ridiculous. I don't know what this world is coming to. Honestly, I see so much more homeless people in my town than I have in a long time because nobody can afford to rent an apartment, you know? And then they're stuck on and there's like a 10-year waiting list to get into housing. Like, this poor girl at my work is living in a hotel because she can't find affordable housing for her and her kids. But the hotel is not an option either because she's paying an arm and a leg at the hotel. So, you know, what do you do? It's crazy. It's crazy, the cost of living right now. Nobody can afford to live on their own unless you make $30 or $40 an hour. The prices of houses are high. Like, Helen sold her house for a lot of flipping money. And now she's going to go pay rent. I don't know if it was the wisest decision, but this is a decision they made. But you know what? I'm starting to think of doing that decision as well. Because I can't. We're getting old and we're not going to be able to maintain this property forever. So right now the grass is like dead because we've had absolutely no rain. It's like a drought over here. There's forest fires everywhere. The air quality is bad. But I didn't find it yesterday. Here, it was kind of chilly at the party at work, and I didn't bring a sweater, and I wish I did, because the wind was picking up towards the end of the day, but it wasn't like smoky or smoggy. And like, so this is like, oh, we can't go outside, we'll die. There's like a smoke advisory or a health advisory, and I'm like, seriously, Alyssa, you know how far away that is from us? But you know, the wind was picking up, so it could travel because the wind was pretty strong. But there's a lot of E's there. You think, you know, I think, oh, I want a checkerboard, but then it takes so long, and then I just want a color block, but then I get the gapping. Like, I honestly, it's driving me a little bit cuckoo bananas, I'm not gonna lie. There's some A's right here. I hear something going off, and I don't know what it is. Like a game or something. There's like 2 of these dots. Is that Luna playing a game? I hear. You guys probably can't hear it, but I hear it. See, sometimes my glue dots are just too gluey. Too gluey wooey. Where are the ones? This is very odd. I thought it was in this section, but I guess not. I'm gonna do this stuff because I have them right here and get them done and over with. So what have you guys all been up to? I miss everybody. Doing 1 live a week. Well, it kind of like is good in a way because like sometimes I just want to like get things done, and I feel like when I do a live it takes away from getting things done. And plus I was having problems with my lives, but I think it's better now, but I don't know. But I will find out on Wednesday's live and see how it goes. I'm supposed to go to court, but now my friend says that she doesn't know if that's the date now. And I'm kind of sad because I have that day off and I could have gone and Clem could have came with us so he could have drove to Chatham. But now she's saying it might change, and that would really suck because I really wanted it to be that day. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. So it's for sentencing, and then maybe find out what actually happened. And sometimes they don't want to know, but sometimes I do want to know. And I don't know. I'm hoping it brings closure. That's what I'm mainly want out of this court hearing. You know, so that was over excessive for three diamonds. Excuse me for my coughing. I got a frog in my throat. Speaking of frogs, Clem's made a lot of frogs lately on the 3D printer. We haven't bought any filament in a long time. He's kind of like stopped, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, yesterday he's just started printing off some frogs. And I'm like, oh, you getting back into the 3D print mood? I was thinking about doing the tiki huts and filling them up with flowers and trying to sell them at the flea market this weekend and see if I get any bites on it to make up some extra money for Alyssa's college fund. But I don't know if I'm gonna have the energy to do that. I don't know how many we've got printed either. All I saw so far was 2. Not even enough to do it, that project. So I'll have to wait and see. I'm pretty sure my nieces are going to the market, so I just put it in their booth. But they are, my niece makes quite a bit of money on the market with her stuffies, her knitted stuffies. Be surprised how many kids in town want Pokeballs. But that is happening. Ooh, my stomach just growled. I've been having stomach issues. And I have an appointment for the same day as court. I thought, oh, should I change it because I don't know what time court would be, but now I'm kind of happy I didn't because it sounds like it's not going to be on the 15th. But I'm going to talk to my friend this weekend and find out what she knows. And go from there. So that would suck if it's not. Or if it's not, at least let it be another day that I'm off. But then Clem probably can't come, which kind of sucks. But we'll see. I'm pretty sure there's an opening on my rotation. I don't know why he doesn't ask to be moved there. They wanted to move him opposite of me. If that was the case, we'd never see each other. We'd just be like, what do you call that? Fly-by passengers in the night or something. That's what we would be if he went to that other shift. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to take a pause for a sec. Oh my goodness, guys. I just had a sip of my coffee. I looked at the clock when I turned it off, and I've been filming for 42 minutes. I can't believe I talked that long. It didn't seem like I was talking to you guys for that long. Holy moly. So you know what happened to me this morning? One quick story before I let you guys go for this Friday, and I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. But okay, this morning I woke up, wake up at the crack of dawn, come out to the craft room. I left my phone plugged in the craft room, and I went to turn it on, and there's no screen. It's vibrating, but no screen. And I'm like, what the hell? So kind of like go into panic mode. This is my brand new iPhone 14 Pro, and I'm like going into panic mode. I'm like, Liz, don't panic, because there's always a fix, but I couldn't remember how to reboot the phone. So of course I go to my computer and to the handy dandy YouTube. Gotta love YouTube, right? That's why I'm a creator on YouTube, because if you want to know anything, you just look it up on YouTube, and I'm sure there's a darn video on it. So I punched in iPhone 14, black screen, and sure enough, it's there, and it tells me how to reboot it. Then I got my phone back, and I'm like, oh, thank you, because this is my lifeline right here. My phone. Isn't that ridiculous? I would have never said that back in 1989. When I was in high school. Oh my gosh, what would high school be like with cell phones? I don't even know. So, yeah, that was my freak out this morning. You guys just had to be here to understand my freak out. I went into old freak out panic mode right there because of my phone. The bird is chirping. He must think it's morning time, which it is. I don't really cover him out there anymore. Now that he's in the living room, I don't know where I'm going to put him when I bring in the couches, because it's a couch and love seat, and now we have a sectional in there, so I'm just going to use it temporarily until, you know, the kids move out. Then maybe I will binge to buy another. I've had only sectionals for the longest time. I gave away my sectional to Tyler and it was a really nice sectional. Kind of sad that I let that furniture go, but I did. And someday I'll buy another one. I gotta have comfy is like, comfort is the key. Like it's gotta be a comfy couch. It's gotta be comfy. My other gray one, it was comfy. And that's where I did all my diamond painting when I first started my YouTube channel. Was on that couch. A lot of drills inside the couch when we moved it. Tyler's like, holy crap, Mom, you could make a whole diamond painting. Because you know me, everything drops. Even in here, I have to vacuum. The floor underneath my desk is always full of drills. Always. I'm a very messy diamond painter. Like, of course you can't see it on my table, but I am. I drop a lot of drills. I'm not very safe when I dump them back in, but I can say that I'm very disappointed with this painting for the simple fact that I've run out of colors. I've already run out of 2 colors in this painting, and it wasn't because of Luna's little oopsie, because I didn't run out of any of those colors. It was other colors, so kind of disappointed in that. I didn't even bother contacting DAC because, first of all, one, I did not buy this painting, so I'd have to get the person that bought it to contact them. I just stole them from my stash, my extra drill stash, and then the one color, I did not have it in my extra drill stash. I only had round, so I had to go through some of my square paintings. There's one that I know that I won't get to it anytime soon, so I stole them from there. And whatever I have left, I'll put back into that kit again. But, yeah, kind of disappointed. I'm starting to get to the end, but I'm starting to run out of lots of drills, and I'm getting nervous. No, I still got maybe 3, well, two rows left after this row. About 2 other rows left. So I don't think I'm gonna get it done this. I don't think I'm gonna get it done this weekend, but I'm gonna try my darndest. And I think I'm just gonna color block and say screw it. I'm just gonna color block the ending of it. Even though some places up here I try to be more careful, but with the light off you can't notice whatever, you know, it's just me and my crazy thinking. Like this one, like this is, I hope there's more in my stash of this color. No, like in the box of the extras. I don't know if there is. I hear that noise again. It must be Luna playing a game. She just came home from her dad's. She probably didn't go back to sleep. It's like freaking me out a little bit. But it's gotta be her playing a game on her tablet. Well, I know it ain't the animals playing games. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. That noise is bugging me now because it's super quiet and I can hear a pin drop. Literally hear my hand sticking. But I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I hope you get lots of diamond painting done. I'm gonna try to hit some lives this weekend, and yeah, go from there. Till next time, take care, everyone. Bye.
Well, folks, that's it for today's video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you like, please subscribe to my channel. I'd be super tickle pink. And remember to hit that notification bell and it will remind you whenever I load up a video. And till next time, take care, everyone. Bye.